all set, ma'am.
Thank you. Miss Brown?
Can't right now. Playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Trying to make it past night 3. Haven't made it this far. I'll be with you in a moment.
Need I remind you the importance of this interview? Miss Brown?
You know, I've been stuck on this level, and by level I mean night 3, for weeks now. But you know what? I woke up this morning and I felt really good about this game. And I've been making it far today, making it deep into night 3. So right now, while I'm on a roll, I'm going to prioritize and play my game that I got from the App Store for $2.99. Okay?
Miss Brown?
No.
Miss Brown? Miss Brown! Detective! Did you make it through the night?
Fuck you.
Thank you for coming in.
It's fine. What's this about, anyway? I was told it's all, hush-hush.
Charlotte Brown.
Really? You dragged me down here on a weekend to talk about her?
And we appreciate that. I just need to ask you a few questions and then you can go home.
Okay, but why me?
Because you work with her. I'm trying to get a better understanding of who she is, and I think you can help with that. You're not in trouble, believe me.
Oh, man. What did she do? What'd she do?
Mr. Schwartz.
What did she do? What'd she do? What'd she do? What did she do? What did she do?
Before we get started, just for the record, the camera, can you please state today's date and your name?
Really? Can I ask you something? Did you get off on this?
Jim Schwartz? We in July.
Emma Katzman, September 20th.
You know what? We can be here all day if you want. I've got no problem. But the sooner you answer my questions, the sooner you get to leave. It's as simple as that. So you can pout and give me attitude, or you can start acting like a professional.
My name is Charlotte Elizabeth Brown, and it is September 20th, 2015. It is a Sunday.
Now, was that so hard?
It's also 68 degrees right now, Fahrenheit, with a high of 76 and a low of 58. Clear skies with possible showers later in the day. Just in case you were going to ask me that.
What do you think of her?
Charlotte's a great detective. The best. Cream of the crop. She's an outstanding citizen. She's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Do you know why you're here?
Uh-huh.
And do you think you should be?
Charlotte's the type of girl, and this is why I like her. She's somebody who does the job, does it well, and doesn't give a fuck about what anybody says about her.
She's effective.
That's right. She gets the job done.
Even if she has to break some rules along the way?
Hey, I don't know what you're insinuating here, alright? Came here as a courtesy. No lawyer, just me. As for your question, I respectfully plead the fifth. Now, can I get a cup of water? I've gotten thirsty all of a sudden.
Walk me through what happened, from the beginning.
Paint by the numbers.
Please.
We got a report of a break-in at a house owned by Mr. Forms. He told us that an intruder came in through the back door whilst he was in the shower. After he came down, he saw broken glass and his shit scattered everywhere. He caught a glimpse of the intruder and gave us his description. So after we were done at the house, we took a drive around the neighborhood to see if anyone matched the description.
When you say we, you mean...
My partner, Chris Jablonski.
Okay, what happened next?
We got lucky.
You've got a very interesting group working here.
Yeah, we're a weird bunch, but we're close, you know? We're practically a...
Family?
Yeah.
Forgive me for saying this, but it doesn't seem that way. You're the last person I've interviewed today, and all your coworkers, I've talked to all of them. They said very interesting things.
What things?
I got some quotes here. Lazy, incompetent. This person even referred to you as a turd. Uptight, too serious. Feels like she's a child in a grown-up environment. Doesn't belong.
Who said that?
Miss Katzman, you know I can't release that information.
Come on. We'll keep it between us and the camera, but you can edit that later. We do that all the time.
Promise? Because if it gets out, it's my ass.
Promise.
Okay? It was Charlotte Brown.
Fuck this shit, are you serious?
We saw a man matching the suspect's description and we approached. When he saw us, he ran through some back alleys. I pursued on foot while my partner circled around with the car.
She's just a horrible, horrible person. She's a disgrace to the department.
Miss Katzman, tell me everything you know.
There is a darkness to her, something about her past, maybe. I don't know, a lot of sketchy shit.
Followed him down an alley. You should have seen him. Scared out of his mind. He's looking back at me every few seconds to see how close I'm getting. He wasn't paying attention to the path in front of him.
He tripped?
I pulled him up. Just a scared 17-year-old kid. Turns out, Mr. Form saw the kid out his window a few times and thought he was going to eventually cause some trouble in the neighborhood. He even mapped out his routine. So one day, he kicked his own door down and knocked a few cabinets over, pinned the whole thing on the kid. And some quiet homeowner, no record, he probably thought he was in the clear, but it wasn't hard to find out the truth. You can tell if someone's in way over their head. And we kind of knew from the start, you know, you could just feel it in the air. Every time we would ask him to go through what happened, his story would change just a little bit. So we worked him and worked him. All legal, of course, don't worry. There were no violations to his rights. Eventually, he told us everything, of course. I guess he just couldn't see it through all the way.
I mean, the things she does.
What have you seen her do?
She has no respect for her job or any of the people around her.
Miss Katzman, can you please be blunt?
You know, I have problems too. My mom tells me way more than I need to know. How her and my dad aren't sexually active. How she's disappointed in me for not dating the fancy Dr. Feathers a few years back. There's literally a hospital in the great state of Connecticut where someone's over the loudspeaker saying, "Paging Dr. Feathers." That shit's out there. And my neighbor thinks dubstep is cool and blasts it every night. You know what that sounds like? Like a cat dying. No, 30 cats. And I come here to get away from all of that. And you know what I face every day in the office? What? Her. Her and her shit.
You know, she's got some nerve. She comes in half an hour late and then leaves half an hour early.
And then asks me to do things that aren't even part of my job description.
You don't like her because she leaves an hour early?
She leaves garbage on her desk for days without cleaning it up. It's disgusting. If I wanted to live in a pigsty, I would go back to the farm. I'm not having it. I'm done. I deserve better. You know what? No more, Miss Nice Emma. No, sir. I am pulling out all the punches. You want to hear more? No. Fuck.
And then you went to Mr. Form's house. What happened there?
I let him have it. I apparently yelled at him out that constituted as too much. Now we're here.
Do you think you went too far?
He made a choice, all right? And that choice was to destroy an innocent kid's life. And why? Because he felt icky inside? Because he thought his world was tumbling down or something? Fuck him. So no, I don't feel bad about hurting his fucking feelings. I'm good. More than that, even. You know what? You can come here and question me and ask my colleagues about my character. Fine. If you think I deserve to be suspended, because that's what you're contemplating, right? Then suspend me. But if you're not, stop wasting my fucking time.
Charlotte gets this intense look sometimes. You know, she gets that thing in her eyes. And I'm just looking at her and I'm like, are you mad at me or do you want me to wrestle you to the ground and have sex with you? Because sometimes I can't tell the difference. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.